Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Halton Hills housing update. So not as dramatic of an update this week. The numbers are still interesting and they are definitely trending in the direction that I thought they were going to be trending. But what's interesting is properties are coming off the market now and it's kind of keeping things at bay again. So looking at last week's numbers, Georgetown only had 6 sales. Again, this is very slow for a week in Georgetown, especially when we have a lot of inventory available. So only 6 sales. And then there were 10 new listings. So again, not as dramatic. Last week there was 27. So only 10 new listings this week. But that is still more listings than sales and double-digit listings. And so seeing all these new houses coming up and not a lot of sales is definitely a cause for concern. In Acton this week, we had 1 sale and 4 new listings. So inventory is up in Acton. Glen Williams had 1 sale and no new listings. Limehouse had no sales, no new listings. The rural market saw no sales this week, which is the first time in a while, and 2 new listings. So again, we are seeing new listings coming up. This week we had 16 new listings and only 8 sales in all of Halton Hills. But something to note, 8 properties came completely off of the market. So that gap between the sales and the listings is almost eliminated by the properties that came off the market this week, and they ranged in what markets they came off of. Like we saw some in Georgetown, some in Limehouse, some in the rural market. But either way, that sort of shows you how our inventory is going to stop spiking. If people are not getting the results they want and they're pulling their homes off the market, 8 listings coming off the market essentially drops inventory by 8. So it gives that gap even though we're not seeing the sales. Hope that makes sense. Looking at active inventory, all of Halton Hills is actually down this week thanks to that 8 off the market, from 157 to 153 active listings. So again, a lot higher than where we've been coming from, but we are down week to week. Georgetown this week is up slightly, just slightly, to 92 active listings. We are just 1 really big listing week away from being over 100 in Georgetown, which we have not seen in like a year. So it will be really interesting to watch where this goes as we go into the September market. So now looking at our price points, under 800,000 in Georgetown is up slightly from 10 to 11 active listings. That's quite a bit for that pocket. 800 to $1 million remain the same at 12. Again, that pocket still continues to keep our market moving right now. And we're not seeing a huge spike in inventory there because people are still buying under $1 million. 1 to 1.5 million due to termination is down slightly from 38 to 37 active listings, but this is the price point that we are really watching. It's taken a significant climb, and if that price point keeps climbing, it's going to impact the overall market. 1.5 million plus is up slightly this week from 31 to 32 active listings. So not a massive jump, but that is an insane amount of inventory over $1.5 million. There is so many houses available over 1.5 million in Georgetown, and most of them are just regular old subdivision houses. So that is the pocket also where you're gonna start to see prices coming down because no one is going to pay some of the prices that some of these people are asking over the 1.5 million range. Looking at Acton this week, it took a jump. It went from 17 to 21 active listings. Still not crazy high, but once we get over 20, Acton's inventory definitely is showing signs of picking up. Glen Williams this week is down slightly from 8 to 7 active listings. Again, we have like a variety of stuff available in the Glen. So if you've been thinking about going there, there's some decent houses available, especially we rarely have stuff under $2 million in the Glen, and I think there's 3 or 4. So if you've been thinking about moving to the Glen, take a look. Limehouse is down from 3 to 2 active listings, again, a termination, and the rural market went from 33 down to 31 active listings, and again, impacted by those houses coming off the market. So not as doom and gloom of an update this week as it was last week, but when you actually take out the 8 properties that terminated off the market, we are seeing very low sales and we are seeing more inventory than sales happening. So a bunch of weeks of that, and we are certainly going to be in a flipped market. To have 153 active listings in all of Halton Hills is definitely sitting higher. I think that number is going to continue to climb, which is not going to be great news for sellers. So I will be back next Tuesday. Have a great week, everyone.